Probably really uncomfortable in your chest. Really uncomfortable. All right, you ready?
I mean, fuck.
Get ready. Ready, Paul? It's a bouncing right there.
You started, didn't you?
Did I?
Welcome,
Welcome to Patrick Cerebral Paulsy, aka PCP. No one drug you ever need. This episode sponsored by Coke Zero.
Wow.
With these fat fucking tubs of lard. I'm just joking. It's not sponsored by Coke Zero. Don't sue us, Coke Zero.
Coca-Cola Industries, please don't sue us.
But we are gonna try this Coke Zero.
I'm very uncomfortable right now.
Yeah, I told Paul this is gonna be a shirtless episode, and he takes off his shirts. He's like, I feel so exposed.
I do feel so exposed.
Oh.
I do. I really do.
Paul, let's crack it open.
We haven't tried this yet.
New formula.
We're curious. We've heard good things.
Heard things. Decent.
Not
get our hopes up, but
not gonna.
Okay. It's like a little shittier Coke.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's nothing special.
No.
Yeah, definitely a shittier Coke. You can be like, alright.
Tastes like a mixture between like if you put Diet Coke in Coke.
Yeah. That's good. That's an astute observation, Paul. Astute. It's not terrible.
No.
It's just something I'm never gonna buy.
No.
But I'm trying not to drink pot anyway, Paul. Well, that was very
yeah. You were expecting big things.
Huge.
Yeah. Like, God, I feel so exposed right now.
Paul's so insecure about his body.
Yes.
Paul, you know we're all humans.
Well, I'm a fat human.
I'm a fat human too. What can I say?
Like this.
we got a little lady cat next over here. She's falling out the door. Little lady. Yeah, but yeah, I mean, you know, there's a lot of fat humans out there. But Paul, do you think if we drink this after sugar, it'll cancel the sugar out?
I don't believe so, but you know, everything is worth a try.
Yeah,
everything is worth a try.
Cancels the sugar. So I want to start off by talking about people are crazy nowadays, Paul.
Oh yeah.
Now, let me explain. COVID.
Welcome to 2021, bro.
Yeah. No, I think it exacerbated everyone's breaking points and shit like that. Like they're gonna stop serving alcohol on fucking flights. That's gonna happen eventually because flights are going crazy.
Yeah.
And like, if I'm gonna go on the flight and they don't have alcohol, I'll be really disappointed.
Yeah.
Because they just they'll allow you to like drink and Paul, I need to pump up.
I'm sorry. I feel very exposed right now.
This episode is about to Bouncing man titties. And they're not sponsored. I don't know the legal ramifications of saying that.
Great.
We're gonna go with it. Sue us. We have no money. You fucking pussies. I mean, that's not a threat. Or is it a threat? I don't know.
They're gonna fucking sue us.
Yeah.
They're gonna own everything.
Yeah, Coca-Cola will just enslave us. We'll work for them, and for free, forever.
I'll have like Coca-Cola tassels on my fucking nipples.
Yeah, they'll tattoo and everything like that. Like these big corporations, literally. Oh, it's so fucked.
Yeah,
so fucked. But yeah. So people are going crazy nowadays. So airplanes, especially, people are just getting thrown off flights left and right because you know people have a problem with the mask. You know,
mandate.
Yeah, and just what the fuck do I have to wear? Whatever. But there's also just generally craziness between humans. So I think literally every day in Michigan we have at least like one car shooting or road rage shooting. It's ridiculous. Road rage is off the roof, Paul. It's off the roof. It's going insane. So good thought process on that is, you know, if you ever get a little heated, you know, just let it go. Yeah, just let it go. You might get shot because this is America. We have our guns. Oh, we have guns.
A lot of guns.
Sorry, I just saw something.
Okay.
But,
yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's insane. Paul, I'm gonna have to pull stuff out of you. Oh my god, but this is low vibe an episode. We should have got cocaine or something. Dude.
Yeah.
I don't like the vibe right now.
I'm just, bro. I'm shirtless right now. And I don't like it. Again, I feel exposed. I don't feel like I can be my most authentic self, even though, like, I don't like looking at myself without shirt on.
I mean,
I don't want to subject other people to that.
fine.
That makes sense. And I think that makes sense.
Yeah. I'm the complete opposite. I look so fucking good, Paul.
Wow.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
Calvin Klein called me up yesterday.
Oh, sure he did.
And he was like, "Hey, dude, I need you to model for me." And I was like, "Calvin, I'm too busy. I'm too busy. I got a lot of work.
A lot of work.
Make money, making moves. I'm the best model in the world. But what can I say? I got shit to do."
Okay.
Jesus Christ. So I this week I had a crazy dream. I mean, an insane dream. Did I tell you about this? Okay. So I'm probably, I don't know how to start this. I'm just gonna start from where I know it picks up. So I'm just driving along, with friends in the car, and then we pass Bengal tiger, right? And I point out the tiger, and I'm like, oh, look, there's a tiger. No one really pays attention or anything. And so we're driving down this long dirt road kind of thing, and eventually we get out. And when we get out of the car, I turn around and I see the tiger full charging me, and it attacks me. And there's I mean, I guess these are nightmares, This is an adult nightmare, but getting attacked by a tiger. So I was freaking out and everything like that. And eventually, I don't know how, how dreams work. I ended up inside, right? And I had my gun. Technically, I was like, okay, I had my gun, and I pointed at this tiger, and I'm like, I can shoot the tiger right now. And I'm looking at it, and it starts acting like a cat, where it's like cleaning itself and just acting all cute and shit. And I was like, but it's a Bengal tiger, and they're kind of extinct. So I run out of the house, and I call the phone. Now, this might sound a little racist. I call 911, and I'm like, I tell them the address. I'm like, because I know that's the first thing you do. Anytime you call 911, you tell them where you are. Instantly, you can get someone out there. But I tell them the address, and I'm like, there's a Bengal tiger. It's trying to attack me. Can I shoot it? And the person on the line was an Indian guy. So it's like, yeah,
definitely racist.
But he told me, you can shoot the tiger. It is fine. So I go out there, and I
wait, let me stop you right there. Bear attack happens next.
No.
No. Okay.
So I hop on this bicycle, because I'm like, okay, well, I can just get away from this tiger right now. And I kind of closed it in the room I was in the house. I'm like, okay, cool. I can just let this tiger, just be in the house, and I'll just escape and let the police deal with the tiger. So the problem is when I get on the bike, it's in the high gear.
Yeah.
So I do a lot of pedaling. And I'm barely moving, It's just one of those things. And then I turn around, and the tiger is in midair leaping to attack me. Beep, 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 beep. My alarm goes off. Oh, my God. Paul, saved by the bell. Saved by the bell. I don't know how long that dream would have lasted, Paul. I was in distress.
Oh, damn.
I was in distress. But, yeah, and then I woke up, and then I...
it's crazy that, images in your dream, 6-second images. That's it.
But they also 5-minute dreams, or 5-minute original thoughts. It's 6-second images, but also strung together in a 5-minute segment.
Yeah.
And so it's a coherent thought. But you could do 6 seconds, and then a minute later do another 6 seconds.
Yeah.
And just keep doing that for 5 minutes. But in your mind, you connect the dots.
Yeah.
It's very odd. Dreams are so odd. And they're also parallel. Even a parallel universe type shit, because technically, if you believe in the multi parallel universes, it's infinite amount of parallel universes. Technically speaking, your dreams have happened.
Yeah,
because if there's
an infinite number of
possibilities,
yes,
that has happened. So I mean, all your dreams are just driven in parallel universes. I mean,
yeah,
it's cool. It's cool.
you know, I mean, it's crazy for me, recently because I haven't smoked weed since June, and I have like really crazy dreams almost every night,
Oh yeah, get them dreams going, Paul.
and it's just yeah, some of them are very vivid and stick with me, and like I mean, some I can remember months, even like years later. Like there was one that I recalled from like years ago, and right now I don't remember it, but like in the moment,
Oh, so you can call it from years ago, but you'll remember in the moment, Paul. Get the hell out of here. I remember the most intense dream I've ever had was a zombie dream. I come up an elevator, so this is probably one little small segment, but I come up I come up, I'm on a hospital floor, like top floor. I come out, two guns in my hand, pop, 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 popping zombies, left and right, Paul, left and right. I mean, a horde of zombies, a horde of zombies. You have to move through them to get to the elevator. Slide into the elevator, ding, get down to the bottom floor, get in the armored Humvee, and I'm like, oh, this is actually pretty cool, you know? Civilizations doesn't exist, but I can just go into this random house over here and just, grab whatever I need. I was like, I thought that aspect was cool. But also after the most intense, like I'm blowing zombies' heads off and shit, brains flying and fucking, you know what I'm saying, Paul?
Yeah.
And I still remember that, and it was after I stopped smoking because there's a chemical that builds up, or it builds up when you smoke.
Is it dopamine?
No, I don't know. No,
Well, no, I'm pretty sure that your brain releases dopamine when you smoke, and
I don't think it's dopamine. I think it's I don't know the exact chemical, but it's a chemical that builds up when you, and it's only for sleep. That's why I'm pretty sure it's not dopamine, but it's a chemical that builds up when you smoke or drink and you sleep, and it doesn't allow your brain to go into sleep stage or go into dream stage or whatever and actually experience dreams. So like chronic smokers, they'll quit for a fucking week or two, and then they'll just have the most intense, vivid dreams because all that chemical is just releasing at that point. DMT, yes. I don't know if it's DMT, but it's similar. And fucking brains are weird. Reality is weird. Reality, I mean,
certainly is weird.
Let's be real. I mean, this might be a simulation, Paul. I mean, okay. Think about how transformative this time is. We're at the crux. I mean, this is literally the point in which technology is developed, like the internet is created, and we're probably at the point where humans create robots and robots take over, and we're getting to the peak right now. I mean, like, I know that's not going to happen for fucking what, but like you could honestly say, oh, in 3,000 years is nothing in the vastness of time.
Yeah.
And I mean, we're pretty goddamn close to that, but we created the internet, and the internet could be the human's downfall.
Yeah.
And maybe they're just feeding off us, and this is fucking the Matrix, and we are just living in fast forward. I don't know. Yeah. Reality is very weird sometimes.
Very.
Oh, but yeah. Oh, so I wanted to actually talk about this. So I went down this fucking crazy subreddit. It's called Gunfights. It's fucking insane. It's fucked up. But I saw this one video in particular, and it was it's a Ukrainian civil war that happened back in 2013, or into 2013 into 2014. I explained this to you a little bit, but I'll go off on a little bit of a tangent here. But so the Ukraine wanted pretty much its independence from Russia, and their prime minister was trying to sign a deal with Russia to remain a part of a Russian territory or whatever, And the people didn't like that. They wanted to be part of the European Union, and so they rose up and they protested, and then the protest led to the police or the government kind of taking shields and batons and beating the shit out of people. And actually, I don't know if they killed anyone, but they just started beating them. Like, okay, well, you're not protesting in this country.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean that's my fear with Trump, is he has that sort of mentality. So.
Yeah. That tyrannical mentality. Yeah. But whatever. Okay. Aside from that. So they start beating these citizens who are unarmed, just protesting, saying, "Hey, we don't want this, and
Yeah.
it's not good for Ukrainian future." And then these citizens pretty much create like a a vast network to pretty much fight against the cops, and then the cops are like, "Okay, well, we're not fucking taking this," and they start bringing out shotguns and sniper rifles, and so these citizens are unarmed. Ukrainians don't have guns like the United States do, so they are literally getting fucking shot and shit, and they're pretty much. I mean, these people are like martyrs for their fucking country, like the freedom of their country. You know, it's like, and it's a modern day example of government tyranny, because these people are literally killing citizens who are unarmed.
Yeah.
They have shields, don't get me wrong, and they were fighting back against the cops. They kind of like set little points, and they're like, "Hey, yeah, don't come past this point. We're fucking, this is our zone," whatever. But it's crazy. They created like a hospital. They were feeding everyone. They created like a food chain. It's insane. The documentary is actually on Netflix, and it's pretty interesting. It's called Winter on Fire.
Yeah.
Very interesting documentary. But yeah, I mean, so they start killing. Eventually, it does fade out. I mean, luckily for the citizens, they just stop. I mean, I guess it's kind of hard for the police, the government. I don't know what they were called actually. It started with G, I believe, but it's kind of like their military.
Yeah.
Like, it's I guess it has to be hard for the people in the military to kill their own. Like these are people like they're like brothers, sisters, and it has to be, But yeah, I mean, it just all. What sparked it was what sparked my interest in this was this 3-minute fucking video of these guys holding up thin sheet metal shields, like any bullet can go through it, right?
Yeah.
And they're just holding it up, holding a line, and it's like protesting, but they're also like getting like it's like, oh, he can get shot,
Yeah.
But they're trying to get like the guns away. I don't know why exactly they were holding the line right there, and maybe to get like the get the guns back away from everyone else. But I mean, you probably see like fucking 3 people get fucking sniped, like actually like snipers just fucking picking people off.
That's terrifying.
Yeah, but their funerals are like they're held in high regard. Yeah, I mean, I started crying like thinking about these guys. Like shit, they were killed, dying for something they loved. I'm like, oh, like they want a free country. They want the, I don't know. But anyway, so I mean, all things turned out right. The prime minister, he just left one night in the middle of the night, got on a helicopter and flew to Russia so he wouldn't get killed. And then they got another election. They joined the
European Union.
Yeah, and everything's good. But I mean, it's a good
Nevertheless, is still trying to take that back.
Yeah, but I mean, still, it's kind of a good example or a good reason. A good to know that government tyranny does happen, modern day settings. I mean,
it does.
And the need for guns is kind of I mean,
apparent.
Yeah, I mean, look at how much money we spend on our military, almost $1 trillion a year now.
Yeah.
And we can talk about that debt ceiling, Paul.
Yeah, I mean, yeah,
but
transition into the debt.
Yeah, so I think guns, muy importante, but yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Paul. Go ahead, Paul. Expert knowledge.
Okay, well, there was a deal reached to avoid a government shutdown. Whether or not this temporary stopgap is effective is really dependent on Republicans kind of understanding that negotiating this is diminishing the U.S. dollar, and if we ever get to the point where we go into default, we default on our loans as a economic collapse that we haven't seen since 1929, except infinitely worse, because
get us out of this collapse that's inevitable now. Actually, I mean, I know we raised the debt ceiling, but also just thinking about this whole debt problem that's just compacting onto itself.
Yeah,
It's gonna explode one day.
It is, but this is when you have hardcore economists from all views, conservative, liberals, saying that simply just negotiating, not raising the debt ceiling can be catastrophic to our economy. Considering that our debt, has, raised above our GDP, is incredibly frightening. Frankly, this is just a stopgap. I don't know how the heck we're going to get out of this. In our lifetime, we're not going to get out of this. It's not going to happen.
I don't think we're ever. I mean, realistically, it's
that's going to have to be forgiven, or
it's not going to happen. So it's either that's forgiven, which is not going to happen,
or a war.
Yeah, it's going to be default.
Yeah,
and war. Yeah,
but. Again, if we default on loans, first time in U.S. history that would ever happen, and if that happens, the world economy is gone.
Yeah,
the Great Depression will look like nothing compared to that. It will look like nothing. And I think that's what keeps convincing Republicans to vote, because they understand that if they don't raise the debt ceiling and we get into this economic collapse, Democrats are just going to be like, it's Republicans' fault. This is Republicans' fault, and it would be. And frankly, Republicans are not wrong in this. They're not wrong in not wanting
more debt.
Yeah, they're not wrong in that. But it seems like they don't have a fundamental understanding, in some regards, to what this means. And basically, when They care about spending only when Democrats are in power. Like, they added 1.4 trillion to our deficit. Back in 2017 when they passed their
healthcare initiative.
Yes, healthcare initiative. And we don't hear about that from them. I mean, it seems a bit hypocritical, but there are some in the Republican Party who fully understand what's going on and are realists, and I think it is bad looking at conservatives and saying conservatives are bad, just bad. Like, I am a registered Democrat. I'm not ashamed to admit that. But at the same time, like, I'm not going to dismiss somebody simply because they say they're conservative. Like, you should never do that. But this debt ceiling problem, it's not going to go away in our lifetimes. We have to figure out a realistic solution to this, and it seems like we're headed towards war. It really does.
I mean,
with China, because most of this is.
Let's be realistic here. I mean, why are we spending? What's our debt at right now?
It's 30 trillion.
Yeah. So okay. So we're
something like that.
We're spending like a 30th, a year just on our military.
Yeah.
Of our debt ceiling, which is trillions of dollars. If I had $1 trillion, Paul, I would literally, Paul. I mean, like, it's fucking. Oh
yeah, I know.
You could do anything. You're literally just like a living god at that point. You're just like there's nothing off limits to buy. You know, you can buy a fucking island. You can buy like a country. You can actually go buy a country with $1 trillion. Go buy a country.
You can actually build an island in the middle of the ocean.
Yeah, but like those fail. It's just like they erode away. Oceans are crazy.
Yeah, I don't fuck with oceans.
Fuck oceans, but yeah. I mean, it's just insane. Yeah, we're going to a bad place. A lot of fucking disinformation. The internet's not helping shit.
No.
Robots are taking over, Paul. What can I say?
It's a frightening situation. Yeah, but I'm afraid, like, for our long-term longevity in terms of, like,
it's gonna go straight to depression.
Country. Yes.
Into a war, and then this cycle continues. I mean, this happened beforehand.
Yeah.
This is...
something crazy to me that I I just found out. So Britain, and that's they have they've been in debt since World War II. They paid off the debt, I believe it was last year, from World War II. World War II
Yeah, that
to the United States. Made the last mortgage payment, I guess you can
Gee.
call it. Yeah, that's
Yeah, so I
and
mean,
that's nothing compared to what we
yo,
have accumulated over the
yeah.
last 20
'Cause
some
most
odd
of it is
years.
to China, if I'm correct.
Yes,
I mean,
most of it is China. I believe
I mean,
some of it is the UK as well, Germany. It,
yeah, I mean, I
it just
think.
varies, but I believe the mass majority is China.
So let's break this down just a tad. I mean, okay, let's say you have I'm just watching Boardwalk Empire right now, so let's say Al Capone. So we have Al Capone. You owe Al Capone a lot of money. What do you want to do so you don't have to pay the money? You kill Al Capone. I mean,
Yeah, it seems destined for war, and our philosophical differences with China.
but I mean, does China really want a war? That's
No, I don't believe they do.
But are they gonna? I feel there might be a happy balance of they'll just keep manufacturing and shipping us goods for the because we're not paying anything for this. It's just based off the dollar itself and consumerism in the United States. But if no one has money, if everything is fucked, what's the point? Oh God,
it's a scary situation.
yeah, but Zillow's buying up every single fucking house in the fucking world and just gonna fucking rent them out, and they're marking up they're literally cornering a market, and then they're just fucking jacking up the prices of everything, and so it's so fucked. I mean, it is actually fucked. Like in 30 years, people aren't gonna own homes. I mean, we're not. No one's gonna own shit. You're gonna rent everything.
Homeowning. If you're if you're 45 or older, you might own a home, but anyone born past like 1980, yeah, you don't typically see that happening. I mean,
yeah, I mean, inflation's pretty crazy right now. I think people are speculating it's between 5 and like 15% inflation from COVID, but a lot of economists differ on this.
Yeah. I mean, everything's going up
yeah, everything is going up in price, but
even groceries.
And then wages are. I know wages are moving up a little bit, but they're staying. The thing is, like right now, fast food places, their wages are increasing, but anyone who's working any other job that was above fast food wages, they're mostly staying stagnant because these companies aren't making more money.
No,
and
I think a lot of people like talking about fast food. Like I work in a pizza place. Like we're incredibly understaffed right now. We have probably 12 people working there, and like typically you want 20 to 25. And I mean, I work for a franchise, but I have a man who bought the rights to a franchise, and he can't afford to pay $20 to some 17-year-old. So it's hard to get people in there.
Yeah, they can't raise the prices.
Yeah, cannot raise the prices because you're obligated. Those are set at the corporate level and can't be changed. But basically, this is a pretty shitty situation for small business owners. It's difficult to get employees in. It's really difficult to get products out. We're seeing shortages across the board, and people just don't want to work. Like I think they're just COVID kind of, and going back to what you said earlier, people are a bit crazy in regards to COVID, and like they're just like this is the breaking point. This is the breaking point.
A lot of people made a lot of money just staying home, and they were able to change careers to like do something better. So like let's say a lot like you're a waiter, wait staff, you were unemployed, you got let go. I mean, are you gonna go back to that after you made you're making more money on unemployment, and then you get a bunch of you get stimulus checks as well on top of that. You're able to pay your bills, but you're making more money and you have free time now. You could change your career just like that. And a lot of these people did actually change their careers to higher echelon jobs that they're making a decent living off of now, where they were just bottom of the rung initial staff.
Yeah, and then you're seeing within the fast food industry, teenagers basically.
Yeah, it's just you just have kids.
Yeah.
Just kids, and they are fucked.
Oh yeah, it's so like,
dude, every fast food place we drive by, and like it's just it's literally the lines out to the fucking road. And I know a lot of people can't go in. A lot of them, there's a lot of no dine-in spots.
Yeah, no dining in. Yeah,
but
still,
I mean,
it's ridiculous.
It
wasn't really popular before COVID, I would say.
Yeah, and now Grubhub, DoorDash, all this shit just kind of
exacerbates
fucking the lines there, and it's just like I don't know,
you feel for these people because I mean, if you've never worked in a fast food restaurant,
especially a fucking rush hour,
it's
not even rush hour, it's rush 7 hours, like nonstop, just fucking go.
Yeah. And when you're understaffed, it's incredibly difficult to get product out quickly and effectively. And like, I mean, I'm 28. I probably should have a different career right now. But
cocaine seller.
Yeah, being the next Pablo Escobar. But I'm at a point where I don't want to leave my job simply because I like my boss. Like I like the people I work with. It's a good environment to work in. And I couldn't do that to my boss. He asked today if I could come in, and I've been working just 3 days, and yesterday was kind of shit. And I find it difficult after that last day to kind of get up and walk. Like I just took a nap and I woke up and I was like, oh, that's not.
Yeah. So Paul progressively gets worse throughout the days I have to pick him up. But then, like, the last day I pick him up, he's just like, he's super cripple. He reaches the top echelon, super cripple.
It's not ideal at all.
It takes him a few days to recover. But everything, it does seem like the world is falling apart in front of us. And, I mean, I'm trying to keep like a ignorance is bliss type of mentality to it, because like, what can I do?
Yeah.
Like, realistically, what can I do?
What can a single individual do?
I mean,
to change all of this,
I mean, a single person can do a lot.
Yes,
am I that single person? I don't.
No, I would argue his name is Bernie Sanders, and unfortunately, he's not in the White House.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, such a good dude.
Yeah, really.
I mean, if they give him some like some crazy drugs, I mean, 2024 Bernie coming up. The thing is with Bernie, and why I don't. The Democratic Party puts him out as crazy, and so they put anyone.
They put him out as radical, and I think in some regards he could be considered that, but I think he's looking at problems and he's saying this is something we need to pay attention.
He's not thinking about like the corporations, like, oh, hey, this is what's gonna happen.
Yeah,
he's like, the individual person is fucking suffering.
Yeah, I honestly feel like it's that episode from South Park where it's like a man-baby pig is destroying everything, and playing Red Dead Redemption 2, and they're like, maybe, possibly, perhaps we should consider possibly panicking. And I feel like that's just the world, and that's how Bernie sees all the world right now. Is like people are just being ignorant to what the fuck's going on. Like, we've had several major hurricanes. We had 2 hurricanes in the Atlantic a couple weeks ago, and that's not including Ida that went through Louisiana and then the East Coast. And I mean, did you see New York?
Oh yeah,
there was flooding in the subway. That was just.
I saw a crazy video of a rat saving its baby, like a mother rat saving its babies from drowning, and it's like you see a little hole kind of divot, but then like the floodwaters are starting to rise, and it's starting to engulf the hole, and this rat goes in the flooded holes. It grabs these babies and pulls them out, of the water. It's insane, and the mother is down there for multiple not like 10 seconds, like 15, 20, 30 seconds at a time trying to find its babies, and you're like, oh my god, rats are very intelligent, and I think they're kind of demonized because of like a pest, because of the plague and everything like that. But like they're actually like Yeah, they're intelligent.
Yeah.
They might be more intelligent than dogs. Just saying. I mean, I don't know. I'm not gonna have a rat. You know, I'm not.
No.
That's a little weird. But you know, I think they're misunderstood.
Yeah.
Misunderstood creatures, and my heart go out to them. You know, watching that video. But yeah, I mean, the weather has been fucking insane.
Yeah.
Lately, and just all across the fucking country. And
I mean, he's like, Oregon is on fire right now. It is on fire.
yeah. I mean, climate change is. I 100% believe it's a real thing, and I think
we're exacerbating the problem.
Yeah,
and we're not doing anything about it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah,
and that's why this infrastructure bill needs to be passed. Now, it's not going to be passed in the current state that it's in, which is unfortunate. You know, bills like this so often come to the floor, and they're good. They have good premises. They have great legislation, and then they get watered down. And I would say I was watching Meet the Press last Sunday, and Justin Ross was on, and he made a fair point. And this is going back to my, we really shouldn't just dismiss a person simply because they're conservative. He said that the fact that legislation is created by just a group of people in a room and then brought to the floor seems utterly absurd, and it does.
Yeah, I mean, we're supposed to hire representatives, but like this small group of people is supposed to determine what everyone.
Yeah, everyone needs. And
yeah, you're like.
I mean, yeah, and there was a counterpoint made that you're asking for just basic a shutdown basically, because you know sides are going to disagree profoundly, and it's going to make it hard to pass any legislation. We have everyone talking at once, but at the same time, it's like to not include everyone in the legislative process seems ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean,
utterly absurd.
How many things, you know? I mean, Kyle I might have talked about this before. Kyle Kaninski, I think I don't know his name. Whatever, he's a political talk show host. But he talked about every election cycle, every 4 years, there should be like 5 things on the ballot that people can vote on directly. Like, for example, the legalization of marijuana. The fact that there has to be some legislation created to actually legalize marijuana, instead of just saying, "Hey, would you like to legalize marijuana? Yes or no?" You know, in the country,
have a massive
vote based on population.
Majority vote. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
France's election cycle is kind of intelligent, so they get everybody together.
Yeah.
And then top 2 vote getters move on to the
semifinals.
Yeah, well, there's a preliminary and then the actual election, and the top 2 vote getters go to the actual election, and then whoever gets the most votes there gets elected. And that's how France does it. There's not much. I mean, they lost a lot, and they were the pinnacle of military power.
Yeah, well, we're now there.
But I really think that is you want to represent the mass majority of people. That's something we should look at and say, you know, districting should not be a thing. Gerrymandering should not be a thing. Republicans hold mass majority of state houses simply because they're able to draw lines to make it easier for them to win state houses and then cast electoral votes for the president. A lot of Republicans they cheat, basically. They cheat, and I'm not saying this is all Republicans. I'm saying that there are a small group of Republicans within the Republican Party that look at this and say, "Hey, this is the game. This is how it's done."
So one of the main reasons why I didn't want to have mail-in voting is because, you know, I think there's a higher population of Democratic thinking humans than there are conservative.
Yes.
And the conservatives will lose every time. And if every citizen above 18 voted, Democrats would win every single goddamn election.
Yeah, they haven't won the popular vote in nearly 30 years.
Yeah, and it's I mean,
That's crazy.
yeah, but I mean, are those people who did vote conservative? Are they underrepresented at that point? You know,
I mean that it is fair. However, it is wrong that they have to go to such lengths to
yeah,
make it.
Should they be represented? And then you get to the point of like, okay, well, this is like the split in the country, you know, and I mean this is how the first Civil War started, and
Yeah.
and a lot of right wing media is saying that second Civil War is coming, you know, and they keep pressing that on, and you know, I mean
Democrats are no saints either. Let's just
quite honestly, you know, there are conservative aspects of life and there are liberal aspects, and I agree with separate things and separate sides, you know. But like, I'm not gonna choose one side or the other.
yeah.
I mean, like, there's a lot of fucking there's fucking idiotic Republicans, idiotic idiotic fucking Democrats. It's just fucking. I just like they're all shit bags, you know.
Yeah.
There's good people on both sides, but you know, like find the fucking gold in the fucking trillions and trillions of pounds of sand is just.
It's difficult. I think a lot of people on both sides forget that when you're elected to work with the people that you don't agree with. Simply because you don't agree with them doesn't mean you shouldn't work with them to pass meaningful legislation and actually help people, not just corporations that pay you money.
Yeah, I mean that's I think the biggest problem with the American political system is that corporations can buy politicians.
Yeah,
that's as simple as it is. They can say, "Hey, here's a $300,000 donation. You're gonna vote to pass this bill that helps corporations, not everyday citizens."
Yeah.
So they're
I mean, like,
these people are not the people of integrity.
yeah, like data caps on Wi-Fi on home on our Wi-Fi, ridiculous. Fucking, what do we have? 1,200 gigabytes of data
Yeah,
a month. It's ridiculous, utterly absurd. It's the way for Xfinity, Comcast, whatever,
just make more money off.
to make more money.
They just
Because they see a trend of people not wanting to get cable boxes because cable's not really used. You can stream, and they're saying, okay, we're going to replace this revenue by making streaming more expensive and harder, basically. I mean, they said it last year that they were going to make it harder for people to work from home with data cap. That's what they've been doing.
Yeah, it really is unfortunate what they're able to do just to make money, and they try to find a justification with it, and they're saying, oh, it's, you know, it's our business, it's something you need, but the problem is, you know, there's only, I mean, they cornered cornered the market, and then every other, it's pretty much a monopoly at this point, because like every other.
And the last time I checked, those were illegal in the United States.
Yeah, but you know, it's something that they're paying politicians to just ignore.
Yeah, and
like,
that's the problem.
Neutrality. I mean, the most egregious thing in
they
the
can
world.
slow down your internet if you go over your data cap or you're going toward your data cap. They can slow down your internet,
and I mean
they're allowed to. There's nothing. Anyone can deal with that.
I've been so opposed to net neutrality. It's just like you could tell how shady it was, because a Jeep Pie was the fucking piece of shit. A Jeep Pie, fuck a Jeep Pie,
fuck a Jeep Pie, and it's infamous Reese's cup mug. What a fucking asshole!
Piece of shit. I mean, I don't know. Oh, he should have a bunch of dicks up his asshole. You know, and just
I hope Jeff Bridges goes on and like tells you on the internet how fucking horrible you are, so you know that the dude from Big Lebowski, which you love because you've tweeted about it about 1 billion times, tells you you're a fucking piece of shit because you fucking are.
Fuck piece of shit. But he was CEO of Verizon, or he's high up at Verizon. I forgot what the fuck.
I believe he was a lawyer for them.
Yeah, he was just he worked for Verizon for the longest time. Then he became the chairman of the FCC, chairman of the FCC, and he proposed the reintroduction of net neutrality, which is I truly believe it's just a way to for corporations to fuck over people, and
it is
do more.
It really is.
And I mean, people look at it differently, like, oh, hey, you know,
I'm more open and free than that, I think, is the argument.
Yeah,
and it's just it's not that. It's not that.
It's just it's so fucked. It's giving corporations the ability to control your internet usage. That's the best way I can.
Truly.
That. I mean, it's so fucked, and you know they just let it they let it go to a vote within the FCC, and that's where it passed. But it's not. The thing is, like, this is what we were kind of talking about earlier, alluding to. If you put that up in the nationwide democratic vote of every United States citizen, that shit is not passing.
No, not at all.
Not passing at all. And I mean, the thing we might get to is that politicians might try to pass something so egregious, and just like the Ukraine example, you know, trying to join Russia instead of the European Union. The politicians might try to pass something so egregious in the United States that it causes a collapse. It causes people to go fucking insane. And I could it makes sense. It just makes sense.
I'm concerned about the future. I really am.
Oh, I mean, you know, the fucking world's on fire.
But I'm also losing my mind. It's not. It's.
Oh no. Oh, I mean, Paul, I'm not losing my mind, and the world's going to shit. I mean, complete shit. We're fucked. Everything is fucked. Yeah. I mean, go out there, get your fuck on. Do stuff you wouldn't.
Fuck your fill.
Yeah. Do stuff you wouldn't do before. You know, travel. Enjoy life while it's great.
Yeah.
You know, before it converts to complete shit, because
it will.
Yeah. I'm not excited. I don't want to see really what the future holds. This is very, you know, growing up, you know, we were kind of in decent times growing up.
We were, yeah.
Yeah, we were pretty good times. We started off in the 90s, great times. 2000s, we just had like terrorists. That was a big event. The Afghan War, Afghan-Iraq, you know, that was our big.
I mean, but we were kids at that point.
Yeah, but it wasn't
anything to us.
Yeah, but it's on the scale of what I think shit's coming to. I mean, it's just like drops in the bucket, you know.
Yeah.
Compared to this shit, I just don't want to see this. It's gonna come to a point, and I don't want to see that. It doesn't seem like it's gonna be a good thing, pal.
Yeah,
no, be a good thing.
No.
Well, you can just do a bunch of drugs, a bunch of bitches or dudes, or non-binaries.
You know,
fuck,
do your thing.
Fuck whoever, and be whoever you want to be. Don't don't care. Don't
pander to society. Don't do that.
Exactly. Enjoy the little things, that you find fun, even if someone makes fun of you for it.
Yeah.
Who cares? It's your little thing. Can we just all fucking back off each other and get off each other's throats? Oh, if
you like My Little Pony, watch My Little Pony.
I literally was about to say that, Paul. If you're a fucking brony and like My Little Pony, just go watch My Little Pony. I mean,
Quincy's.
I'm not gonna watch it with you, and I'm not. No. I'm probably not gonna be your friend, but I mean.
Do your thing, man. Do
your thing.
There are communities out there, you're fun.
Yeah, you can find similar like-minded people. Yeah. You want to be a furry, and get your fuck on.
I
go ahead.
Just thinking about that. Yeah.
Go ahead. Yeah. We're just trying to think of the most fucked up people. Yeah. I mean, shout out to
not fucked up. We shouldn't say fucked up.
Okay,
we should say
I don't mean fucked up.
Different.
Don't come after us. Don't come
different.
after us.
And it's not a bad thing.
The furry community is crazy.
It's not a bad thing to be different, guys.
Yeah. No. I mean, but really, do what you fucking want to do.
Yeah.
I'm trying to be authentically genuine about this. Do what you want to do.
Be yourself.
As long as it's not hurting someone and not illegal, fucking do it. And if it's illegal, like drugs wise, fucking do it. Who gives a fuck?
Yeah, go to Oregon.
Who gives a fuck?
It's on fire. I mean, but it's legal.
Fire, but go shoot up some steroids up your asshole while you fucking take some ecstasy, baby. Get some magic shrooms, baby. I don't know, but I think that's a good way. I don't want to end right now.
Yeah, do you have a story? Because I don't really.
I don't know. I can talk about my gym routine if you want to think of one. I can try to think of one. I just started waking up at 5:30 in the morning and into the gym. It's actually really nice going there. It's nice getting my workout done in the morning and over with. And so then I come home and it's like, oh, just relax and go to bed and then wake up next morning and do the same thing. Yeah, I know. I'm pretty much an athlete right now. I can actually, I mean, I can talk about like a football story.
Yeah.
Just how, uh, so I think I didn't play senior year because I was like, oh, I'd rather smoke weed, because that was great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, in fucking 2 days, I didn't want to go through that shit. I mean, for maybe fucking starting, I don't care. I don't care. I'm not gonna be a fucking Division 1 athlete. I'm fucking gumpy as fuck. But anyway, junior year on the varsity team, and we get Total Sports, and these guys, and they're kind of teaching us we're doing workouts where it's just speed, and it's trying to build your speed up by like doing these certain workouts. And so we go there in the morning. It's early in the morning too. Like, I mean, we had to be there at like 7, so I'm waking up at like 6, and I'm like, oh, I already fucking hate this. I hate waking up early for fucking working out.
Yeah.
And, like, I mean, like, not like working out, but like doing any, like, football is just the actual worst. Paul, you trying to give me fucking COVID?
I'm so sorry.
Fuck.
I'm so sorry.
No, it's fine. I don't care. Vaxxed up, baby. Vaxxed up. Magneto. I'm Magneto, baby. I'm Magneto.
You fifth, baby.
Vaxxed up. Magneto, Paul. I got keys sticking to me and shit. I don't know. But okay, so yeah, waking up, it's actually the worst with football. I mean, I hated that aspect. Having to wake up and then go to a fucking practice like 2 days. There's nothing more depressing to me than going to a fucking 2 days. Nothing, just nothing. And like sometimes I have to walk there. I mean, I would have to leave like an hour and a half, 2 hours early just to walk to school. I'm like, oh my god, just so fucking depressed. And I mean, I'm like, I'm gonna be here for the next like 7 hours, just dying. And then like lunch is not enjoyable because you're just eating and watching fucking film, and you're like, oh, I have to go back out there and do the same exact thing, conditioning fucking 4 times a day. I'm like, fuck this. Anyway, but so we got out there for this Total Sports, and these guys were teaching us all these fucking workouts. I remember one specifically. It's just like when your foot touches the ground, you're popping off of it. And the way he was running, it looked weird, but it made sense, And he's like,
Yeah.
But these guys, they didn't give like coaches, like condition coaches, will give you like a little like leeway here and there. These guys didn't give a shit. They're just like we're gonna push you to your limits, and you're going to die. All right, and so like. I had my little, little bag. You can pull the thick strings. And
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I had one of those. I had 4 water bottles in it. Because I'm always prepared with water. I'm never gonna have
Hydrate.
water will stay. So we get to our first break they give us after like fucking 30 minutes of dying. I mean, straight 30 minutes. We're like, are we getting a water break anytime soon? What the fuck are you guys doing? Let's go get water. And they're finally like, okay, go get a water break. I slam a bottle of water. Now there's this guy. I think his the name was Taifke. I don't remember exactly, but whatever. No, it wasn't Taifke. Fuck, I don't remember this guy's name. But he looked thirsty. I fucking gave him a water bottle. He might have asked for one. I don't remember. I don't specifically remember. Gave him a water bottle. He did the exact same thing because he's fucking dying too. And this guy's in shape. He makes me look like a fucking potato, dude. In high school I wasn't like the fattest, but I was still fat.
Yeah.
But this guy makes me look like a potato, and he's fucking dying, right? But I gave him the water bottle, and he fucking slams it too. So I have 2 left, but I'll survive for the fucking next like hour of fucking this conditioning shit we have. So we go out there again, and they push us to our fucking limits. Like they just keep going. They just rev up. And I remember we're doing I can't remember Green Bay's kind of, which is 5 back, 10 back, 20 back, 30 back, 40. No, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. And just keep going back and back and back and back. And then you get to the 50, and then you wait. And then you do that again until you get to the back to where you started, right? And so we do that. and like continually, and
Nope.
like right now, I'm
Nope.
just dying. I'm just
Nope.
actually dying. And I was in the end zone. I see one of the biggest guys on our team. He's just like you'd see his face, and he just fucking starts yakking. And I was like, oh fuck. And now I have that whole. I mean, one water bottle, 16 ounces, not fucking crazy, but when you're pushed at that hard of a limit, you're like, oh god. And then the guy I gave the water bottle to fucking starts yakking. I'm like, oh my god. And then like I remember Strail is the big guy. He like looks at me. He's like, just let it out, bud. Just let it out. And I was like, and just fucking straight throwing up water. And I mean, it's just the worst thing. And I like look at these guys, and I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? And we also had some of the like the JV or freshmen out there too.
Yeah.
You know, and I was one of the slower guys there, but fuck, you know, I beat one of those kids. And those kids just like, this is what football is. Dude, football is the fucking worst. Oh, just the conditioning. I mean, like, you know, it did make you more disciplined, but like, fuck. I mean,
is it worth it? Is it worth it?
I mean, like you get to the end of the season, you're like, okay, this is pretty cool. But like starting the season, like I was never in shape starting a season, never. So like the first practice we had with Stojkovic, you know, with the fucking conditioning, fucking crazy man.
Yeah, and then you had to walk those.
Yeah, and like I'd have to walk to fucking 2-a-days, and then I'll have to walk to fucking walking in conditioning. Oh my god, fucking Stoik didn't let off, you know. And it's just, and I'm pretty sure I told the story about the down ups of death, but yeah, this guy just is like, he was once an offensive lineman, big chubbier guy, and then now he's a fit athlete, and he wants everyone to be a fit athlete, and so he makes all the fat guys fucking die and fucking, and he's yelling shit, you know. He literally he's like David Goggins, and I heard a crazy thing about David Goggins that, you know, when he's working out, and he's getting tired, and you can tell he's getting tired, you know, he's like 6 hours into a workout, getting really tired. He just starts saying crazy shit, you know. Yeah, so he'll like there's a video of him.
Does he do the Ben Stiller and dodgeball? He's like, bitch. He's like looking at food. He's like, bitch.
No, yeah, kind of, but he's like, there's a video of him doing bench press, and he's putting it up, and he's getting like, he's like, who's gonna carry the boats? Who's gonna carry the boats? Because like in the Navy SEALs, you had to carry a boat on top of your head. You know, like it was part of one of the fucking Hell days or Hell Week. It was part of Hell Week. You had to carry fucking boats. He's like, who's gonna carry the boats? Who's gonna carry the boats? Who's gonna carry the boats? And so he just digs deep into his soul of just fucking craziness and raps it out. But yeah, I mean, Stojkovic reminds me of fucking Goggins. And yeah, he literally, I mean, I've never done more downs in my life. And Paul, I cannot emphasize how shitty those days were. There's like nothing that, like, I don't understand why I did it. It just doesn't seem like, it's just not, none of it was fun. I mean, playing the games was kind of fun, but it was also like, cool. I mean, it was just for like, more of like, you know, I just don't want to give up on the team. That was the whole aspect of it.
Yeah.
I mean, you know. I mean, everything sucked about it.
Yeah.
Like there were some funny parts, you know, some like easy, you know, like not doing crazy shit today. You know, when we had to do uppers only, just shoulder pads and no lower, and we're not tackling or anything. Those were nice days, you know. We're just walking through plays, doing shit like that. It's just easy, relaxing days. But you know, the hard, like we get back on Mondays or something like that, you know. Those are the worst. It's the actual worst.
Yeah.
Conditioning twice a day, fucking, I just hate everything. Hate everything. It just all sucked. But anyway, I do have a quote I thought of, and I don't know if we said this, but if no, I don't know. I don't think we said this, but no, we might have said this. Fuck, I don't know. Oh, it's Frank Sinatra. It's live every day like it's your last.
I believe we did.
Yeah, we definitely did. But you know, I think it definitely goes in par with what we were saying earlier.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, we're fucking, it might be over sooner.
It might be over soon.
It might be fucked.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh, this was a weird shirtless thing, and I'm
Yeah,
still very.
I want to be more pumped and lively conversation. Shirtless, Paul.
Yeah,
I thought it'd be lively, but it wasn't. Jesus Christ.
I feel like it was me. I apologize.
Yeah, it's alright. You gave credit Debbie Downer. I had to hold up the energy in this episode, but it came back. It came back when you started talking political, Paul. You like politics. You really like politics. I can tell that.
Yeah, I can be a good politician. I can lie.
Yeah.
I'm watching The Wire right now, and they just acquitted the senator. She.
She.
It's just acquitted him.
Yeah, that's fucking hilarious.
I think I could beat him.
Oh.
He plays the race card so much to get out of that shit, bro.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it's
Yeah,
awesome.
you can play the card hardcore.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Paul, you'd be a great politician. You easily take money. Just be like, yeah, just give me that money. I'll vote that way. Because no one gives a shit. I mean, no one gives a shit.
Apparently so.
Yeah. You can be Mitch McConnell and fucking and just fucking.
So the Antichrist.
Yeah. You can also be fucking Nancy Pelosi taking.
So the second Antichrist.
Yeah. They're all pieces of shit.
Yeah.
All pieces of shit.
She's like on the. They have like a Republican and Democratic baseball game, and she's on the phone, like pretty much yelling at the person on the other side of the line, like because they're trying to get the infrastructure deal passed while the debt ceiling thing taken care of, and she's like, oh my god, bro. God.
All politicians are fucking crooks.
Oh, yeah.
They're on fucking private jets and shit. They're like, yeah, we're fine. Everything's fine. Don't worry. We just took fucking Comcast fucking jizz money.
Yeah.
We're good. Ugh. That's depressing. Fucking. Fuck every fucking
Thing. Yeah. Fuck everything.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like.
Fuck everything. Okay.
Fuck it. Fuck it. I mean, fuck people you wanna fuck.
Yeah.
You know, as long as, just have sex or don't. I mean, go out. You know, Paul.
I was just saying fuck everything. Like.
Yeah. I was talking about sex because I think sex is one of the just the epitomes of life. It's the purpose of life, actually, because we're just supposed to procreate. But anyway, I mean, fuck people. You normally wouldn't fuck. You know, Paul, just trying to help us out. Just trying to help us out, Paul.
Bag of 4. If you're a 10, go bag of 4, ladies.
Dude,
I'm a solid -2.
If you're like a Kate Upton, ask, maybe you want to bang the shirtless hairy guy, that's
who's also bald.
Who's also bald.
And possibly handicapped.
All right, well, let's get skadootin' here.
That's
Coco Zero. Unfortunate. I mean, not terrible. It's not terrible. I actually like the old one. It was a little sweeter. But whatever. It's meh. It's meh. All right. I love you, bud.
Okay.
Oh, you don't love me too?
Oh, I love you.
It's fine, Paul.
Yeah.
No, it's fine. Cause
I heard you say whatever, bud.
No.
Oh, that's
sure
what I heard.
Paul. Sure, Paul.
I did.
Sure.
I love you too, buddy.
Oh, okay. Sure it is. All right.
Yeah.